First things first, how has demand overall been for the fashion and beauty space? How has it evolved during this year's Navratri and the Great Indian Shopping Festival?
So thanks for the question. We've actually seen unprecedented demand across categories in fashion and beauty. It's basically because of two things. One is the entire push by government on reducing GST. It helped us a lot in categories like beauty, where we saw a reduction. It helped us in premium apparel. We have seen very good demand in gold jewelry. Lab-grown diamond has been a big success story. It's grown upwards of 150, 180% across segments. We are also seeing customers really like sterling silver with lab-grown diamond. It's a great success story. And we've also been building something called as everyday fine jewelry, so that customers have access to gold jewelry, which is 15 carat, 18 carat, all the way from about 5,000, 6,000 to about 40,000. So it's your everyday purchase, everyday wear sort of jewelry. So across segment, we have seen great premiumization and great demand.
Right, Mr. Bhagat, but also give us a sense of which regions or cities are driving the strongest growth in sales this festive season. Are you seeing a higher participation from Tier 2 and 3 cities as compared to metros?
So we have actually kind of spent a lot of investment into building our infrastructure, and that was on the back of a lot of new customers that we are acquiring. More than 70% of our new customers are from Tier 2, Tier 3 and beyond. And that is also where we are seeing a lot of growth. I'll give you a statistic. So in the first 48 hours, we saw about 38 crore customers coming onto Amazon Marketplace, and a large part of them were actually from outside of the top 9 cities. And that is where we have also seen a lot of our premium selection do well. So it's quite heartening to see that all of India kind of came onto Amazon, participated, and sellers saw growth across the country.
Right, Mr. Bhagat, now the GST differential often influences consumer behavior. How is demand shaping up for apparel that is priced below the 2,500 rupees category versus those above the threshold?
So we've basically seen 3 kinds of segments do very well for us. The first one is something called as Bazaar, where it's lower ASP, affordable selection, and a lot of apparel from small sellers, from manufacturers that we have kind of enabled, right? So it's kind of a very curated selection that customers can have access to, which is mostly in the range of about 300 to 500. Nothing is more than 800 in that store. So that has actually seen a lot of traction. This was the second instance of Diwali for that store, and we've seen great success for sellers in that store. The second segment which has done well is the Gen Z customer cohort. So we actually invested in building up what we called as Serve. It's a Gen Z store. We first launched it in 2022, and now in 25 we have the second edition of it live. There we have a lot of homegrown brands which resonate well with Gen Z customers. That's seen upwards of about 60% growth this Diwali. The third segment is actually our premium edit. So we've seen a lot of success in our premium selection across categories, and apparel is no different. So a lot of brands like Gap have seen a lot of success. A lot of the selection from Levi's has seen a lot of success. With brands across Aditya Birla Group, we've actually done quite well. So across all the 3 segments, we had different offerings for our customers, and all of them did well.
Right, but as newer players experiment with ultra-fast fashion delivery in metro cities, how does Amazon see speed and selection? And since you've had a bigger focus on this later, how is speed coming into play with the launch of Amazon Now?
That's an interesting question. So, we did launch our own quick commerce offering for our customers, which is Amazon Now. It's live in select pin codes in Bangalore and Delhi, and we are seeing good traction there. as you said, right, the entire push on selection, convenience, which is speed, reliability, on-site experience, all of these are extremely important, right? That is what customers would reward you for, and that is what they expect. If you just look at the breadth of selection we have like more than 16 lakh sellers on the marketplace, right? And we have about 80 lakh selection which can be delivered to customers within same day and next day. So that kind of an offering is, as you also rightly pointed out, is impossible to kind of do it on quick commerce as it stands today. The way at least I want to think about this is that both of these are going to complement each other when it comes to the overall customer experience. We will have a lot of impulse purchases, a lot of your everyday essentials, which I think customers might find a lot of value in quick commerce because there the delivery of speed is what kind of matters. But there will be a very large selection across categories, more on the premium selection, a lot of selection that requires thoughtful scanning of the entire website, reading reviews, reading a lot of details about the products, seeing influencer videos and so on and so forth, right? So this kind of a selection I think will continue to do quite well on the e-commerce marketplaces like Amazon, where we spend a lot of time on building the on-site experience for our customers. We keep getting a lot of selection, a lot of brands, both domestic and international brands. And we will obviously continue to make investments into our infrastructure to make sure that these can be delivered the same day, next day or 2 days. But I feel both of them will coexist and will have an important role to play in the overall e-commerce journey.
Right, but it's only been a while, but how big is the fashion and beauty space on Amazon now? What's the difference or what's doing better on e-commerce versus the website?
So, yeah, like as you mentioned, we have just launched Amazon now. It's live in select pin codes in Bangalore and Delhi. We are seeing good traction in our everyday essentials. A lot of the beauty products are doing quite well on now. We've kind of done better than what we had thought of as we launched these services for our customers. Prime customers love what we are trying to do from a delivery speed standpoint. But when it comes to categories like jewelry, your premium fashion, your premium beauty, a lot of those categories continue to do much better on the traditional e-commerce business still.